Seeing your mother-in-law go into the field is very different. I called the whole village to have fun. I was adopted as a son-in-law by my mother's family. Work hard, work for a lifetime. We finally achieved financial freedom, but suddenly, it's incurable. My wife turned her back on me. Property war won't give me treatment. My only son came back and surprised me. BA thank BA for leaving me property to repay BA. I'll tell you a secret. I'm not BA's biological child. My BA is a retired technologist. Your mission in this life has been accomplished. You're just a doer that I raised. Let my children marry you as your blessing. If we hadn't adopted you, I've been hungry for a long time. The money you earn now. Enough money for the whole family for a lifetime. More about why you're sick. Is also because I often add something to your food. In anger and anxiety, I visited my ancestors. My ancestors saw that I was miserable and kicked me. Take me back to 1982. I'm really reborn. This life is the best. To take revenge, if not wrong. Tomorrow is the day when the winner gets engaged. His daughter. Give me the money. Suddenly there's a noise coming from a distant tissue field. He looked a little closer. Turns out to be the evil mother-in-law of engaging with others. Gold coins clapped coldly, laughing for an hour. Quickly call your friends to the movies. Around the cornfield. I hit you so hard. Hurry up, everyone, watch. There's a shameless man hiding in the cornfield. Two people heard panic and quickly came out. But it's too late. The whole village gathered. How to do it is to park 3 masterpieces. Really not ashamed. Where did the village chief put his face this time? It's really ruining the cultural beauty. What nose to use later? It's the French dead man. Hit me. When you're done talking, friends like you come to the nest like an attack. At this time, the village chief won money. I see the wife. Give a slap. That's 7 hopes. Go home, I'll beat you up and down the waterfall. Who stands still? Village secretary parked east to stop. Take them both to the village committee. The rest of you go home. Not followed. Money does not move. I look at the 2 girls in front of me. One is Money, the village chief's second son. She was also the wife of a previous life. One is Money Nebulae, the 3rd child. You don't seem to believe your mother. You can do those things. Money has no empathy. Look at the stomach of the Money. You and your mother are no different. When I got home, I saw my mother. I haven't seen my mom in 15 years. What is this child doing? Watching movies is exciting. I only remember my mom. It's just been a long time. Why are you crying like this? You're hungry. Come eat sweet potatoes. My mom is my second brother. They can't have children, so he let them raise me. You see me as a son. At this time, the yard is full of quarrels. The sound of winning money startled the people in the room. Me and my foster mom, stop it. What are you doing? Dad, I dare to meet someone else. Later the village chief could do SAO. Say what you have to say. Why are you so hot right now? Village chief Money's son. The language suddenly speaks. Don't protect a woman like that. She doesn't deserve protection. From hearing this, even the grandparents in the house understand. Grandparents blushed with anger. It really disgraces us. The noise again caught the attention of the neighbors. People are talking about how they can't wait to park 3 masterpieces. Yes, I usually like to dress well. Not working but playing, but I didn't expect to get used to it so quickly. It's so brave. I just silently watched. Think about what the 3-year-old did in his previous life. There is a feeling of hunger in my heart. The next morning I cycled out of the house because I had to go to the market. I went to the grocery store to buy 2 kilos of pork. Then I went to the garage. Please ask if the cords are not used by the car. I go home and cut the meat and marinate it first. My mother went out to see the meat, panicked. Let your grandmother see it. You can't avoid a curse. The meat was also recovered. No SAO, if not cooked at home will not smell. Finished breakfast. I found the old man from the car repair village. Take a corrugated iron and make a barbecue. The next session I go to the neighboring village. I found Mr. Chen who was making charcoal. Mr. Chen heard about charcoal for baking. The panic is not mild. Immediately refused. A few years ago, he was selling charcoal in secret. Of speculators caught and punished. He's never done that since. Now that the national economy is opening up, many vendors are not arrested anymore. This can be done. As long as you provide charcoal, I can help you sell it. No need to sell yourself. The old man agreed he could make 50 kilos of charcoal a day. I bought it all for a penny a kilogram. There is charcoal. My money path is basically ready. I got the charcoal and went home. My grandmother saw that I didn't immediately shout out, "This boy. I'm not feeling well today. Don't want to work. Not working, not eating. If you don't work, your mother will. To make your mother tired, I don't object. You're right. You can't let me work so hard, so I have to make money quickly. I've prepared the ingredients, carrying with tools, to the gate of large industrial fertilizer plant. Training. There's a lot of people here on their lunch break. Have I tidied up the booth before?" The smell of barbecue. It quickly attracted many people. In this era, most people have never eaten barbecue, so they're all curious. See the crispy barbecue accompanied by the smell of vegetables and peppers. "Comrade, what are you selling? How much does it cost?" "Here's a barbecue. 2 cents. I also want 3. I want 6 skewers." Who received meat skewers? I couldn't wait and quickly tried one. A facial test that shows a happy expression. What is this? It's delicious. Golden crispy baking surface. Soft inside makes the barbecue serving just enough. It makes people unable to refuse. See the customer reviews. Everyone who was watching was in a hurry to scream. I also want. Soon 50 please, the barbecue is sold out. But those who haven't bought it have 7 hopes. I'm sorry, everyone. It's out of stock today, and I want to eat it, so I'll buy it tomorrow. After cleaning the booth, I went to the state hotel. I bought a piece of charcoal and to the head of the hotel. "Hello, Mr. Director. I'm a resident of SA. I have this charcoal. I don't know if I need it." When I heard I was selling charcoal, the director didn't kick him out. "Because in this era, you've never seen anyone sell charcoal. We really need to buy charcoal. But it's all remote coal. And not consume as much as this. Our director of charcoal. They only produce about 50 pounds a day. But quality assurance. Can you consider it for help? The quantity can be consumed. We just use it every day to light fires. 6 restaurants across the district. It can only be used every day. So can you take a look? We don't have to. You have to buy somewhere else. If there is a quality problem, we will refund it." The director laughed and said, "You can refund it for the first time. If there is an error in production, it will be a faulty product. When in such a situation, we will of course be responsible." This guy knows how to do business. "So how much is your price?" "The problem is, Director, this is a family tradition, and now, with the opening up of the economy, I don't really understand the market. How much did you buy it for? I'll sell it for you." That's how I worked after I came back. Vu knows that people of this era, most of them are not cheating. If you ask them how much it costs, they'll tell you the truth. "We bought it for 2 cents a pound. Freight is not charged. I'll sell it to you at that price. And deliver it to you. Freight not included." The director nodded. "I'll give you 50 pounds of presents tomorrow. If it's good, we'll talk to the director. I'll deliver it to you on time tomorrow. Goodbye." "Director, I'm happy in my heart. This deal. You can earn 5 in a day. 150 a month. In this era, even the fertilizer factory workers are only 20 per month. I earned 10 to buy 5 pounds of meat at the butcher shop. When you see the ribs are only 3 cents a pound, decide to buy BA weight and go somewhere and pick up some stuff from a broken bike. BA, I see I bought so many things running. How to ask today. Sold 10 today. I have to prepare a lot more tomorrow." The first victory did not dare to imagine. They work in the field. I only earn a few cents a day. Is there a mistake? It's not speculation, BA. The policy has now changed. The state supports the market economy. Now no AI management. Village chief. The winning money didn't leave the house one day. It's partly because his wife made him look bad. She is the 3rd daughter. Money has done a bad thing. As village chief, wife cuckold wife. The girl who ate rice in front of the shovel really lost face. His daughter can't go to school now. Must quickly find a husband for it. But find someone here. AI can hold a wedding in a month. When he's thinking about it, You see the money outside. This kid, despite learning a little bit. But it works very well. The appearance is not bad either. The important thing is that he may not care about his family. My whole life by my side. Work for my family, even with their money. But there's no blood relationship. It is quite possible to make him a son-in-law. Yeah, let's do that. Grandmother goes to. I saw him holding so much meat. Where did this flesh and bone come from? Mom, you can't fall from the sky. You're a waste of family money. Where does your money come from? There's no concept of privacy in her heart. All the money must be given to you. Others should not have money. What do you care? I didn't steal from you. Not steal from you. It's a shame to talk to her like that. There is no plowing today. My mouth only knows how to fight back. Why do I have this lazy nephew? Van Vu's mother went out to help people move things to earn 1D. So I bought some bones to replenish my mother. Grandmother right after. Have fun coming home. My grandmother doesn't care about me. He just wants to make money. To leave this inhuman house with 3 mothers. Quick loving smell of steamed ribs. Make money come. You know how to cook rice. I know a lot. You will be more surprised later. You can't tie the chicken tightly. Need my help? No need. Ribs are done. A big 8 ribs stew pumpkin put on the table. Granny gets up and bangs half RA. I can't eat a whole meal, I keep that part. And then my grandmother split the ribs for herself. Look at your family. Finally, my grandmother gave the rest to our family. Guys, let's eat more. You've lost weight in the last few days. Grandmother, are you too much? I work hard to make money to buy meat so that my mother be replenish She took it all for herself. I don't say anything when my grandmother steals. How do you treat us now? Why is this guy talking out loud? You're not under SAO. Who do you think you are? You treat me like a local. And she considers her son and daughter-in-law to be also. I have to plow the land every day. My mother has lost weight like that. You're talking to the AI so loudly. I raised a white-eyed wolf and it called me blind. Husband and wife guy too. Read the deaf guy. He cursed me. You don't care if he wins twice. He was shy from a young age. It's because of personality. It's easy to be so obedient. It's how much bitterness you experience. In a previous life, when my grandmother said that, she hurried. How can you talk to her like that? I don't know who is above, who is below. Dad is really pretending that. Don't you see what's wrong with you and me? Just keep going like this. Then how long will we endure? If you don't eat, go out and eat the meat I bought. I can't eat. I turned my back and walked out. Everyone in the house thinks I'm out. Preparing to eat rice. But I can't believe how much I'm going to surprise them. Today this meat apart from my mother's father. No one can eat. Who dares to eat? I'll knock on the head. I cooked nutritious pork chop pot for BA My mom. Grandmother took all the meat. Just let us eat the squash and continue to practice I'm first. Cooking this pot of meat today just for my mom. Whoever dares to eat, I will beat him. A lifetime of hard work. I just realized. If you are not determined, you will be bullied by others. My grandmother didn't think her grandson would act like that. It scared her not to move. Your children should put the knife down. First, take good care of your cuckold wife. You. Put the knife down, son. Even Ms. Wang Yu was afraid. I've never seen my child so angry. In this era, if this land goes out, it will be hard to get married. All because you can't be pretty. To earn a child, but harboring a white wolf. My grandmother knows she can't piss me off anymore. Back to blame for the daughter-in-law Wang Nok Pearl. If you talk about my mother like that, I'll make sure you don't see the sun tomorrow. I said do enough. Don't talk too much. If you want to eat, eat. If you don't want to eat, leave. I'm telling you, who's going to touch my mother? I'll fight that guy. I went to our own room to eat. My grandmother was made difficult in front of everyone for the first time. She cried out angrily, "Oh, this 7 defeated man. Why did I give birth to a child like you?" Grandmother scolded her 2 children from head to tail. I heard a fight outside the door. Attract a crowd that likes to watch stories. I heard this man scold Van Vu. Money is wolf eyes. Oh, such a good boy, but a white-eyed wolf. All the work in the house is done by Van Vu and his mother. This whole family doesn't see them as people at all. Our mother came to eat meat. I made a lot of money today. Special bought about to make mom. Over the years I've worked hard. I won't let you get hurt again. Wang Yuchen knows you did it for me. Your heart hurts, but also very happy. Hey, you scared me. It won't be like that again. Hi is just threatening them. You don't have to worry. Hurry up and eat. Not long after eating, Uncle has come. Without any delay, tell me directly about the promotion immediately. The dance is no longer small. It's time to find someone to date. A manager wouldn't be like today. In this house, the real owner is you. Since you became the village chief, where do you stand in the family? It's like getting married. Still have to rely on you. My mother was delighted immediately. I thought you were finally interested in their house. He said it was time to end. Kissed. I need your help right now. Take care of the relationship. I don't think our 3 families are enough. One more mouth and you're hungry. One more mouth. There really isn't enough to eat. Then no more burning in the wrong place. This old man is so flippant. Don't stay out decided. Next year we need just one more piece of land. Surely there will be enough to eat. It is difficult for Van Voot to have a wife in our home conditions. But when a child grows up, they can't be alone for the rest of their lives. I thought for a moment that I'd let him go on a date. To have a son-in-law in our house. When they heard this, the parents looked at each other in surprise. I can't believe there's such a way. Are you crazy? She's my sister. We don't have a blood relationship. Even though I'm adopted, but I always saw her as a sister. If you marry her, you will definitely be blamed by others. You're not ashamed. If it's good, the son-in-law comes home. If you talk bad, it's 60,000 morality. What we don't have a blood relationship. Where did that come from? This kid to shut up. Van Voot, talk a little bit, not discussing SAO. This is what I discussed with your mother. You are my son, wait for the result. I've taught you since childhood. I have the goodness to give you a wife, but I'm not grateful. And I don't object. Hesitated for a while, but even though she's not bad. I had a child with me in my previous life. I can't believe that child isn't mine. That's it. But will actually cause annoying speech. I don't want to take the SAO exam. Married and went to school. It's not good at learning. I was going to quit school. Van Ton also learned Chinese, not well. It depends on your decision. But this is so sudden. You can let us think about it. When I saw you out. To make lamb come eagerly. Dance star U0D. BABA does not feel anything strange at SAO. I was in a hurry to give my own daughter back, and not afraid of the gossip of others. He has never been so generous since I became the village chief. The money he earned, he kept for himself. He took all the money this year. Our house doesn't even have enough food. He never helped us either. Maybe it's not his biological son. Whether you like it or not, you will get it. I've calculated your skewered butcher job can earn you 32D. Tomorrow minus the remaining cost about 23D. A month is 690. Think about how much money a year has. Lin opened his eyes wide. I can't help but say 8,000 a year. That's a lot. There is this money. I am worried that you will not marry my wife. Definitely don't need to worry anymore. The old couple seems to have hope. Nod in agreement with satisfaction. Early morning the next day. I'm not in a hurry to sell skewers in town. Go to work in the field first. I can't believe I just got to the field. Van Ton came follow. That's what I said yesterday. Why do you think of me? Of course. You're my sister. We no longer have a blood relationship. Everyone knows you were adopted from our house. You want to marry me? Red face, shamefully nodding. Stop pretending to me. Ask yourself a question. Have you liked me since I was a kid? Did you give me a piece of food? Listen, I'm telling you I don't like you. Take you as a wife. You don't deserve it. I don't deserve you. You're just a villager. If I marry you, I'm going to suffer. Did you get into college? You're a farmer, aren't you? I don't park better than you. Just graduated from elementary school. You said take the test. How many times have I been better than you? I didn't study because I was adopted. Your father told me to drop out of school so that the farmer would give it to you. With her grades, the pig also studied 2 years better than her. He was furious and could not speak. She ran away in tears. After the work is done, I went to the fertilizer factory gate, arrange the booth and bake ready for customers to arrive. Complimented by customers yesterday. People in the factory knew, so this time it's almost baked and sold. Received 32D in less than 40 minutes. Then I went to the restaurant. The state gave coal to the previous manager. Then I came to his house to deliver. The kitchen just got home. My grandmother called me back. I didn't go to work today. I run out every day. When in the field. When I finished the field, was it alone? I don't have anyone else in this house. Other people don't work just for me to do alone. You are busy with village work. Your oldest sister is getting married. Both the ears and the ears have to learn. No one has time to go out. Not you and your mother. I've been waiting for 25 years to get married. 15 years ago, it didn't come out. My son and I both failed the exam. What else to learn? You son of a bitch can't handle you anymore, can you? If it wasn't for me to take you home, you've been eaten by wolves for a long time. Let you do something. Even my children know how to look after the house. Starting tomorrow, my mom and I will manage our 3 acres. Others don't serve anymore. If necessary, we will separate. I saw my mother-in-law go into the cornfield with someone else. I raised my hand and called the whole village. Continuation of the previous part. My mother and I take care of the farm work for the whole family. There are 9 people in the house. I can't believe my grandmother blamed me one day. From tomorrow, we manage our BA sample land. No longer serve your land. You dare not work. Don't even dream of eating rice. I don't care. Grandma walked into the house. BA raise money. When I opened my mouth, I said, why? I've been arguing with my grandmother for 2 days. I told you yesterday. I can't keep being bullied like that. Let us have enough of everything, then let's go alone. Life is better too. Being alone isn't that easy. Your house is definitely in. I don't care what they think. If you make a big deal, I'm taking this to a non-working town. This will be criticized and educated. Consistently Lynn sighed a little. If it wasn't for your leg, my mother and I will not be burdened and toiled. You see, I'm so serious, frankly. BA supports RA in private. Yen Van Vu saw BA understand. The radiant smile appeared. This BA is not stupid. I went out into the yard and suddenly smelled a fragrance. It's the smell of pancakes that I used to like in my previous life. I look for the smell. It turns out that from your house everything is made and caked to eat. My whole family worked all year and couldn't eat. You're a chicken egg, you're a pancake. See what is wrong with my family. Don't dream of eating if you don't feed my family. What do you want to do? I want the whole village to know about your actions. When I'm done, I go out into the yard and shout, come here. The thieves want to beat you. The money came running and wanted to hit me. I flexibly dodge. The neighbors heard the noise and they all came to have fun. Vu evaded and said that it's money bullying my family. The village chief is about to beat him. The village secretary came and saw the scene. Prevent money from winning. What are you doing so quickly? Stop. The victory money saw Secretary Yang wake up. Face each other, Yang, my secretary called. The boy is full of rebellion. The whole family wants to beat me. You have to defend me. They eat food secretly. They don't feed my mom and I do all the housework. I love them, so I should find them. I can't believe they want to fight. I swear I'm an employee. Mr. Yang's secretary heard from the employee. Immediately angry. Who says you're an employee? My grandmother didn't just say today. They say I'm their employee almost every day. Mr. Yang's secretary was angry to his face. He could become a secretary. Because their families were poor, the poorer the better. You and your father are both employees. Now hearing from employees is infuriating. 3 of your opinions matter. Have you not been educated and criticized? I didn't curse him today. If you didn't swear today, you must have cursed before. My mother never said that. The winnings you certainly said. If I knew for sure you said that. The boss is also careful. The grandmother heard about the older son. Afraid of the white face. Secretary Yang has nothing to do with my son. It's all because I scolded me and said no. That's enough. Stop talking, Chief Lamb. First you have to deal with your family. Never allow such a situation to happen again. I have a suggestion for you. Come out in private. Many people will not be able to avoid conflict. They all died when they heard Mr. Yang's words. Victory also feels too much sorrow lately. That influenced his position as village chief, so he told his grandmother to stay alone. Being alone will make this house more peaceful. How to stay alone? I will do the work in the house when RA is alone. Otherwise, Van Vu will make a mess. If you continue to mess up, I can't continue as a village chief. Your place can't be lost. Yeah. Then RA is alone. The next day I didn't let my mother down in the field. That led them to the backyard of the North English restaurant. Let them grill the skewers for me. I'm going to stand in front of the fertilizer plant. Today's meat is twice as good as yesterday's. It also sold out very quickly. This market is really attractive. It can grow. It's sold out today, right? Suddenly a soft voice spoke. This voice makes me feel familiar. I turned my head and looked. I can't help but stare at the galaxy. What are you doing here? Money doesn't think you're showing up. The goods here, I work in this factory. I come home from work every day smelling like meat. I've wanted to eat for a long time. Why would I come back? I'll save it for you at night so you can eat. I'm going to work. Let's meet at night. I met him in the evening, looking for the distance. My heart is still beating fast. I liked this girl in my previous life. It's just that she's married to the fertilizer plant's son. Then they divorced and lived quite miserable. I can save her this life. Give her a better life. You don't have to suffer like you did in your previous life. I'm calling my mom to help me sell barbecue tonight. It's still a vibrant business. These two men have never done business. See how good business is. Laughing to the mouth. Now a beautiful girl comes to you and you come too. You're a galaxy, aren't you? You look much more beautiful than before. You're working here, aren't you? How do you know her? Yes, I invited Mr. Van Vu to post the goods here this afternoon. I left the meat for you to eat. That's too much. I only took 6. Bring it all. Let's try it. Yes, she is really beautiful. There's also a formal job. Let's take her home. My son, don't say such things. 2 different family circumstances. You will be laughed at by people. Continue from the previous episode to get our family and I have a fight, so I took my mom to barbecue. One day earn money that others take a year because grandma's house was standing board at the door and ready. Is good. Not enough at home for a day. Not working in the field, not cooking rice, not feeding pigs. You want to mess up. I informed you yesterday and didn't leave alone. I'm not going to do anything. Don't you hear that, you little brat? You're just a disaster. It makes our families uneasy. If you want to live alone, you have to leave the house clean. This house is my home. If you want to be alone, get out of here. Then, I won money and my grandfather went out. Grandpa looked at the money, 1 lamb, 1 lamb. Do you really want to be alone? After thinking it through, let's live each one away. Grandfather's land. My brother and I will be partially responsible. Then all 5 cups will be returned to you. I want more land, and everything in the house is mine. No one is allowed to take it. You're really strong. Dare to seize the land that the nation distributes to each. I thought I was the owner. This word once said. My grandmother is in a panic. Think back to the words of the money. And in the end the money won. Even the chief has spoken. Don't make noise. Keep dividing. That person is protected by the state. Is AI. If you want to be alone, let's call Secretary Yang. You are my witness. Please tell me. How do you want to share your home? Secretary Yang first asked his grandfather's opinion. He looked at 3 people for a moment and said, 3 people, then left the house. We met you and you're going to live with him. Laughter, of course. They made a deal before. It's not that RA is alone. It's obviously throwing a kid out of the house. Then he won 2 money. Lamb heard his grandfather's words. Angry to crush. Winning teeth, you think so too. I listened to my father. Secretary Yang 7 hoped for his answer. Then he asked to Win. Win Lin, say your opinion. Sage Win Lam. I can't believe my family treated me that way. You feel wronged. The east is of the 3 of us. The west room is mostly self-built. They just made a few meals. There's agricultural equipment in the house. Half of the time I traded for work. What do they rely on without me? It's your work. But I gave birth to you and raised you. Why doesn't that count? She was born and definitely raise my mother when I'm old. Everyone has their share. If you can't take care of yourself, how can you feed me? Your son is also adopted by you. It's always impossible to understand. I don't need you to raise me when I'm old. I have enough of him. Victory, you are my brother. Do you think such a division makes sense? Leaving home is too much. It's family after all. 3 reasons my mother divided so. It's because their son is an outsider. Don't want to split assets out of winnings. Think for a moment and say, but I have a solution for both. If you have an opinion, say don't avoid it. 6 Van Vu was adopted. There's no blood relationship. If his descendants, you have a blood relationship with us. Secretary Yang was a little surprised and did not react immediately. Then ask again how to have a blood relationship. Let Van Vu be his son-in-law. Married Van Ton and gave birth. It's not the real family SAO. Not bad planning once married. The dog will control me. Use the one who binds me. He then made horses for them. I'm not an easy person. I agree. The family property will belong to my grandson. I've never seen anyone do that. Everyone out there knows that. You raised him. It doesn't say raise a son-in-law. If moving out doesn't seem like a good thing, I can go talk so that people understand that before he came back to be a son-in-law. I just saw two guys without kids. Give it back to them. This idea is beautiful, but I have to agree with you. I can't find a wife myself. Now get Van Ton. You're not even satisfied? I'm not satisfied. I'd rather not marry her than marry her. Vu knows that. At this time, Van Ton is listening to when open the door. When she said it out loud, she listened. If you say no, don't marry me. We raised him, also lost money and effort. If you don't marry, you have to pay for our loss. What compensation? I don't feel like I owe you anything. Growing up is not money. Feeding without money SAO. Clothes are not SAO money a year, including 10 V&D. You have to give me 180. The grandmother felt such a large sum of money. It's going to annoy this kid. I've been working since I was 8 years old, and now I'm 15. A day for at least 2 cents. A year is 30, 60, 15 is 360. So you still have to pay me 180. The old woman heard this boy calculate like that. Immediately changed the words I just gave you as an example. That's not all the money spent on you. At least more than 500. Let's have a little argument. Decline. Choosing a son-in-law and dividing the house are two different things. Put together can't talk well. I don't care about being a son-in-law. You can't give him. This house for him is like meat for dogs. No, 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 no. That's the equivalent of throwing us out of the house. No, this is the mind you want. No. Why do you want to split up the house? No, 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 no. Don't blame me for not being good. No. Don't worry. Even if you are hungry, you will not find me. That's what I said. Don't regret it. This house is what I worked for when kids earned it. I won't let go. My future is to show my wife what she can do. BA is awesome today. I've never seen BA ask for that. But this house I don't really care about. Mr. Yang, can you approve a piece of land for us? Not if there is land. We will free ourselves from this house. When you hear a boy say that, he and his wife were immediately surprised. I trust my mom and dad. We've built a couple of houses. More than this house. The house will collapse in a few years and there's a plan to build the countryside. Just in time to build your way through the house. A brick. Don't you lie. What do you use to build a house? Don't worry. We can be like the West Room. But the condition is that there must be compensation. If you need compensation, don't blame the house. There's no compensation. There is no compensation. Then we won't do anything later. I want to see what you can do. Let's go home. I want to get it straight. You are too harsh on them. Vu is not a bad kid. Why should I do that? No playing house, no compensation. I want to be a bridegroom. You have all these benefits. He was a village chief. Maybe we can divide the house like that and not kick you out. I advise you to be careful. If you don't give up old things, there is no new things. Don't worry, it's not hard to build 5 brick houses. This house has been in for years. For a while, the heart does not want. We must think to live well. We're going to have to break up with this family. After that, we barbecue not every day. Not if you see it. Every day without fighting. We don't make money anymore. They have money to buy food. How to cure the disease. My feet can still heal. Medicine will grow in the future. The disease of BA will definitely be cured. Listen, as you say, leave this house. We go out and live. Continue the previous section on property. Grandmother coordinated with family. You forced me to leave the house, or you'll have to be a son-in-law. After rebirth, I decided I'd never do it again. Okay, at your word, let go of this house and we will leave. Let go, but we need money. If not, give us money. We'll continue to delay them. The next day I took my mother to a state restaurant to discuss working with the director. Vu, I have an idea to discuss with you. Tell me, director, can you teach me how to make barbecue skewers? Let him grill at my bar. Then my restaurant will have one more dish. Your family also has an additional source of income. The director is saying, of course. Thank you for your interest. I do this for the benefit of both parties. My restaurant needs to keep creating new things. I can use it comfortably in the backyard. I provide for my family. One arrow hit 2 birds. Finally, the two agreed on the price and profit. One day ends, 3 people in the family recalculate. BA mom earned 340. Earn 180 from self-service shop. Total earn about 500. If this number is in 2000, it will be delivered. 3 people happily walked home. When I came to the door, I saw the door was closed. Call your mother for a few hours. No, I opened the door. BA no need to call anymore. They deliberately didn't let us in, I said and walked over to kick the door hard. Mom and Dad, go to bed. When we got to the yard, my grandmother ran screaming at us. The guy who knocked on my door. Not working and wanting to come back soon. It's not that easy. When she finished, she ran to attack them. I crashed straight into my son and I won. And fall to the ground. The infernal child hit me and I hurt. Everyone else is out now. Ask your mother what she did. It knocked me to the ground. It was you who crashed and fell. Why do we want to die? At this time, the secretary also came. Secretary Yang, you have to be in charge of this. Vu pushed me. You broke my leg, Mom. Mom, stop being so loud. My mom just stabbed me in the back and made it a culture-related assault. My leg was injured when she hit me. It still hurts so far. If you say that, you just stabbed Lin. There's no one pushing you. Oh, I don't know. I suddenly thought that AI pushed me. But this leg, my leg could be broken. I can't stand up anymore. Nothing can be done later. Someone has to take care of me. Pretend to see what I'm going to do with you. You broke your leg and what are you waiting for? I'll take you to the hospital. I didn't go to the hospital. Stay at home and rest. How to break a bone and have to bind the dough first. Victory also stands in the way. It's not necessarily broken. Maybe it will heal tomorrow. To watch one night and say, what's going on? You've broken your leg. Watch. Why is it not so filial? I'll get you in the car and get out. The dog lost its teaching. Want to make me fall dead? I'm not going to the hospital. Soon they were away from home. The car suddenly stopped. I forgot to bring the money. You wait here, I'll get the money. When I finished, I turned away without looking back. Come back and give me Theo. The old lady knows that she is always afraid. She certainly can't stay here alone. Of course the old lady looked at her in a panic. Get up quickly and chase money. The case was successful and Secretary Yang was not also reassured. Just got to the end of the road. I saw the old woman running all the way. It's dark. It scared me to death. The secretary saw the old woman running so fast. I'm not happy to say pretend to be a jerk. Sooner or later self-harm. Where is Tian Van Vu? I don't see it coming back. He said he didn't bring any money, left me and ran away. It's definitely intentional. At the door, there was a group of people watching. I saw the old woman moving quickly back home. The old lady wanted to avoid seeing them. And I heard the old lady locked the door. Don't let them in. This woman disrespects her family. It can only be divided, and now the money has returned. Have you seen my grandmother? Van Vu is back. She danced home from the beginning to the end. Dance back. The leg bone isn't broken. Why did I borrow money from my neighbor? My feet are fine and I'm back in the yard. The dance deliberately screamed at the door of the room. Why are you back here? Do you still want to go to the hospital? I'll go back to my room. What did you do? She ran away on her own. I just left her in the middle of the road. She was afraid to run back by herself. BA nodded and said nothing. I realized you were a little unhappy. It's all because I couldn't be born. If 03 mom doesn't treat us like that, don't say anything. I know her personality, even if we two get along. The village official in her village will also support her brother. In the early morning the next day we arrived at the house. It's amazing that the winning family got up early. The whole family and 3 sisters hold the hose. Wins are ready to go to the field. The money suddenly turned around and said, Van Vu early evening. I'm going out with some friends. Invite the money back. What does she want to do? I don't want to pair myself with money. To find the person responsible. The Thai Money Van Ton held a meeting with old friends. Even added something to my fresh water. I thought you'd be late for the dance. Your business is too good. Today I brought my mother to help. So you're faster than normal. I didn't see you today. I have a lunch break today. I saw a lot of people around you yesterday. I want Chen to help you. But as a result, Chen couldn't get in. It can only be outside. Don't Chen in with those people next time. They're all old men. It's easy to take advantage of. If you want to eat grilled skewers, tell me I saved it for you. It's fun to talk to you. The king pretended that there was no AI between them. This guy works in a mechanical factory in this era. I am very proud to have such a haughty posture listening to two people talk. What is Vu doing? Setting up a small shop to make some money. Then it's not a profitable trade. The street hasn't caught you yet. Where is the economy opening up now? Who started it? But I'm not sure. If someone accuses you, you have to be careful. Not many bad guys. Only the unscrupulous will accuse others. I just want to remind Van Vu that it is better to be careful. This old friend is living worse and worse. You can't be ashamed of doing things like this. Vu looked at a classmate without saying a word. Introduce yourself. You went to college this time, didn't you? I got into Sichuan Normal University. It's great that I can be a teacher later. It seems like your dream. I remember. Before, you were number 1 and number 2 in your class. If you two don't leave so early, I should have gotten into a good college by now. It's a shame. There's no regret. The good life is not only about college. Every path leads to success. I like the confident attitude of Van Vu. It seems that Vu has a mysterious power. Very attractive talk. When I hear some people talk about education, the dog doesn't seem very satisfied. Van Vu did not go to school. He gave her the opportunity. The result is poor. No college pass. So she's telling people, invite everyone to have a soft drink with me. When you're done, start opening the lid. Van Vu saw the expression of Van Ton Money. A little tense. The hand that opened the lid is shaking. When was this woman so generous? Invite people to play for no reason. And prepared fresh water first. It's not that her style isn't right. In her hands she is hiding something. After opening the bottle, use that hand to wipe a bottle mouth. Dance this one of yours. This is what she put in my fresh water. In my previous life, I put it in my food. You want to be ready for me this time. Then I quickly changed. With the water of the king. Let's change fresh water into tea. Congratulations on everyone's bright future. And then we all raise a soda bottle. Not to say more. Then, let's talk about the current economic situation and later plans. Money is always watching. Let's see what the money wants to do with this bottle. Of course, the king said. I feel very dizzy. I want to go home and sleep. My house is nearby. Home? After speaking, Lu Yu went through to help the king leave. Now the money is clear. And then you said, why do I feel dizzy? I also want to go home and sleep. It seems that the money is ready to talk. Then let's go home and rest first. I'll take you back today. Just come here. See you guys later. Everybody leave early too. After they left, pretend to sleep on the table. You really do that? Of course he won't. After all, the housework has to be done by us. You put him to bed. Take off your shirt for him. As I said yesterday. Let's call our families and try not to let the AI know. Just let him too, and you know. They will surely be responsible. That's a good calculation. Know their purpose. Vu suddenly stood up and startled the two brothers. You don't look dizzy. Don't you drink soda? Your acting is bad. I'm telling you, let me be your wife, don't dream. I want not to let people know. What you do yourself, tell your father. You don't want to marry me or our family. Divide out peace. He knew his plan had failed. I see my stomach getting bigger. The office fraud scheme was unsuccessful. I can only agree to say, okay, but you have to make sure you don't mess around. Don't worry. I've only given you 3 days to resolve the peaceful division. No rumors land transmitted out. Van Ton Money Home call BA and RA. I don't want to take money with weapons. Mom and Dad, let's make peace with Uncle and Uncle. What are you talking about? I've tried so hard today, I can't quit. That's right. They've been frustrated for 2 days. Every day we eat at people's homes. You can eat for a few days. They can't be patient for long. They are completely fine today listening to money. They've gone to the district. Van Vu also has a barbecue business. And do very well. I've been talking for days. Always bring things out and stay late. Barbecue business SAO. It's not divided, it's upside down. I'll hear you later. My family fights every day. That doesn't work. Even if you and Van Vu are together, he won't be nice to you either. The most important thing is the stomach. I can't wait any longer. I didn't marry him. I don't know how to solve this. Give me a reason the captain has liked me for a long time. Find someone to suggest. Let him propose. I can't believe this guy's being pampered by his grandparents. It's useless to be lazy. Grandmother is interested. Is this money the son of Li Mao Kai? Chairman of the Mountain Road. That's him. So this is good. When you get married, you don't have to worry about dressing up. If the other side doesn't say, it's a $200 wedding. And also the dowry. According to the thinking of the I'm looking for someone to talk to. Then let him propose to the winner. Go and invite your neighbors over and get that meat. Let them leave their homes. Grandmother walked out into the yard and screamed. Guys, come out here. People who eat meat every day think I can't smell it. What do you call a meat-eating AI that you eat clumsily and hide it? It's not divided yet. You know how to respect your grandparents, you're a heartless person. Don't yell for people to take off the bamboo. The boy went to the house to find. They eat meat behind our backs. You have to decide. I can't. He's not that kind of person. That kind of person or not. Turn over and know right away. The two went straight to Tran Van Vu's house. The winning leg also goes according to BA people's 6 pieces of furniture. Mr. Yang knows the facts now. 3 people turned around and found nothing. Go out and see the sad face. Did you find it? Mr. Yang has not found anything yet. My feet one I said SAO that with your mother boiled core. Do you have self-respect? I am officially announcing it to you today. I was suspended to look at myself. This family is not divided. I'm going to have a community meeting to help you divide. It is enough to hear this conclusion. Nod and say shit. I agree, so today everyone's a witness. We're going to split right here, reborn back to the 80s. The cruel grandmother has cut ties with us, but it gave me a good chance. How much do you need to pay for winning? This western room, it should be about 300 for me according to the material price. I will only give you a maximum of 20. Okay, I'll give you 200. This house is not out yet. Can you win 200? It's like the stuff in my house. And that car belongs to me. And the agricultural tools we took. Food in exchange must be divided according to number 10. I agree with all of this, but our parenting is equally divided. The old man saved a sick man, and cost of feeding. Every family contributes half. Why are you so stubborn? The land is not divided. Money is not divided equally. The future costs are divided equally. You think it's strange? Then you can take 200. The rest we will share. With the words of Vu Money. Victory Money is silent without words. You don't have to leave. You're welcome. No one will give it to you. I don't need a foster parent. I want to cut ties with you. That's what she said. Don't regret it. The heart of Money Van Vu happy as bloom. He feels best is that this is completely solved. Meanwhile, look at the win. The second son. I can't help but cry when I listen to you. I have nothing to regret. Can he take care of himself? I don't need him to serve me when I'm old. Say there's no evidence. We sign and seal. Not long after the text ended, the relationship is complete. Fingerprint and seal are closed. This relationship seems to have completely ended. Van Vu family temporarily stays in the old house, right next to the family home. According to memories from the previous generation, has discovered many antiques. When demolition is not small value. The next day I took 2 of my friends to barbecue. The galaxy came to help. A young man appeared in front of the store. I saw the Money laughing. He said, "Happy Money. Is this your family's booth?" This is our family's neighbor. So I can't respect your face. Do SAO can place indiscriminately in front of the fertilizer plant. We are much needed neighbors. Captain Zhang, please understand. As protective chief of fertilizer plant, I'm responsible for security in the factory. No smoking in the factory. And you kindle a fire almost like that. That would threaten the production process. It is far from the factory area. It is no longer under the management of the factory. I can't say no. Don't spin around. If you have any requirements, say RA very simple gentle. Come and have dinner with me. You can place an order here. Not only help you place a booth, I'll take care of anything later. You can ask my name at this fertilizer plant. My name in front of the direction. It's very influential here, and I'm the foreman. It's this guy. She was married to the galaxy in her previous life. Every day. He was later sent to prison. I have to punish him a little. I think you should go back to your place. The first time I met someone who dared to resist me. Suddenly, I feel a little nervous. You want to drink wine, right? If you're capable, just do it. I'm not afraid of anyone right now. Khan and Tukon also stared at the Direction ready to fight while waiting for me chapter. Direction does not hit back to the money factory. Vu knew this guy would not dare to fight. Protecting the factory is not like those who like to cause trouble. Maybe lose your job. Especially the manager's son. If you mess up in society, the position of manager is not preserved. Sorry Van Vu, I seem to have caused you trouble. It's not your fault when you're not here. This guy's going to mess up sooner or later. There are no people around who like to make a difference. Whether it's due to the protection of the fertilizer plant. This is my business. He will come to me sooner or later. So don't care. Solve this problem as soon as possible. Just don't bother you. You need to call everyone and deal with it. It's not business. It's business. Finished barbecue. To the back kitchen of the state restaurant. Just in time to meet the angry director. What else can you do? Even a steak can't do it. The guests are coming, so let me explain. The director was so angry. Is it wrong to want to fight Tet? District leaders invited foreigners to eat specifically to make steak. As a result, they didn't know how to do it and still told me they did. It really bothers me. It's just a Tet steak. I'll do it for you. Oh, I really know how to do it. It's a small thing. I'm done talking. I'm going to start my show. Soon, 4 of them were done. I also made a plate of sausage and meat pasta. Not expected. The state-run restaurant is also skilled like this. I didn't know it was a waste before. The person talking is a fertilizer plant manager. Next to him is a salary secretary. We're talking about cooperation today. With the woman next door. This meal makes a foreign friend satisfied. Direct signing of long-term contracts. Skilled state restaurant like this. I also ate for the first time. I went abroad for 2 years. I've never eaten anything so delicious. Today's meal reminds me of my hometown. Send the guests away. 2 people came to thank the restaurant manager for his hospitality. Don't thank me. You need to thank this guy for his money. This meal is made by him. He's my partner. You 2 ate his skewers a few days ago. He is such a skilled. Why didn't you take him to the restaurant? Restaurants should hire such talented people. Thank the salary secretary for good intentions. I like to be free. I want to rely on personal ability to do what you like. This young man is amazing. I owe you a favor. The boy we know today. If you have anything, please come to the fertilizer factory for me. I remember the director's words. Something will definitely come. The director also asked you to prepare some food. I want to take it home. Okay, I'll arrange to go home. I invited BA. And her eldest brother to come. A lot in moving. So I want to thank you a little bit. Men at a dinner table. In this countryside, it is not convenient for women and children to eat at the table. Oh boy, you brought out such good wine. This wine was given to him by the restaurant manager. 11.5D value, normal family can't drink. The first time I drank with him, it must have been good wine. This guy is good at dancing. Not only hard work, but also a master. This guy works better than many uncles. That's a compliment. I don't know if he knows I like girls. You no longer praise me. Van Vu in his previous life worked for many years. Meet a lot of people talking flexibly. Very experienced. He wants the money he likes. It will be easier later. The next day at the door of the barbecue fertilizer factory. The last 20 Sims left guy. The rest is for me. I took all the little Van Vu and looked up. This person in the hack room. There are 2 boys in the back that look like gangsters. It's not a good lie. It's good. Bake more tomorrow. I'll be there. Good barbecue, brother. We'll be back tonight. Retain, give us more. After the adventure, take the brothers and pay. I can't hear what you're saying. I told you to pay. I dream of dating someone I like. But when I wake up, I'm just a barbecue salesman. I didn't expect to be disturbed by the children. Guys, I respect your face. Know what? Don't ask us to pay. Nguyen Van Vu did not notice. He still laughed at the guy. Truong Hung stood in front of the factory door looking happy. It's obviously the Buffalo kids he found, right? We in this part of the world never pay for food. I won't pay you today. What can you do? You can't fight. But these coins, I can't give it to you for free. Now you pay for nothing. If you do not accept the consequences, you are on your own. The boy threatened the big CA without wisdom. I'm sure he hasn't seen this evil society. Let him finish talking, two boys. Stop hand, there's nothing to do here to bully you. The army is not. It's all a misunderstanding. It's like hello seeing your grandfather. No one else comes. Is the fertilizer plant manager's driver. I met you at the restaurant last night. Take your men to the dock. If I find out you're bullying. Or one hit at a time. Yes, I'm leaving right away. Stop, what are you doing? Did you forget anything? Oh, really? Forgot to pay without paying. Just say who made you come to me. Let me pay. Money is a little surprised. This guy doesn't dare take pictures or fear of him. Whatever it is, I still believe that this person can be used. Thank you, Mr. Wong, for your help. There's nothing wrong with work hours. This person has a relationship with me. You have to punish a little. Two people talking for a while. I want to thank Mr. Wong for his help. Vu invited him to the restaurant for dinner and asked about Zhang Hong's relationship with Wang. BA, he's the deputy head of the factory. Responsible for sales. Is a person of authority. I'm the finance officer of the factory. The house is not short of money. He's a pampered one. It's not easy to handle him. Manager Zhang is very protective of you. You're safe with revenge. I understand that. Kia Wang Hao is my younger brother with his mother. If you get in trouble later, tell me, brothers, you're interesting. Now he's used to it. Eating my slaps still doesn't work properly. Not finished with the barbecue. My mom and I were on our way home. Just arrived at the village gate. Take the money and a man out. Where is my wife going? Just came a few people. It's strange not to see everyone at home. Who has called my wife? Don't call around. Who told you to say hello? When you meet your brother and uncle, you should not say hello. Money came here to get engaged today. I don't know what happened in the house. Later, my husband and I are no longer related. We meet like we don't know. It seems that Zhen Van Ton is engaged. Is that person the son of Li Maokai? The captain's son. The real rich. He climbed up the tall tree. It's not a tall tree. I've heard this guy doesn't have a very good reputation. We shouldn't interfere with their family. It has nothing to do with our house. Sage Van Vu said, I want to remind my dad. We shouldn't talk nonsense. Don't worry, we don't care about their families. When you hear this, you feel safe. 3 people have just arrived at my mother's house. Talk directly to the Jade. My niece has grown up beautifully. If Van Vu married her, there will be a big baby for your family. In recent days, Great Khan and Tu Khan. I made a lot of money with Vu. The rural woman had never seen much money. My mother couldn't sit still. He introduced his niece Cho Van Vu. Girl, you think too much. I'm still a child married too early. Don't tell me you have to get married now. Just specify. It's not too late after 2 years. Thank you, I just want to make money now. Think about personal issues later. Get married and make money without conflict. You can still make money. Who is going to? The betrothed. You will have to make money with your family. At that time Khan and Tu Khan. You can't make money with me anymore. If you can't, wait another 2 years. Is still money? Van Vu thoughtful. I heard that Van Ton was engaged today. They also set a wedding date. Come 9/4. I don't know why I was in such a hurry. April 9th is about 10 days away from my beloved sister. I'll give you a big gift. Then I took a jar and bought beans. Ready to be processed into tofu. In this day and age, people are pretty poor. Dare not to eat meat, but I'm hungry for the taste of meat. After a while I thought. The idea of beef sauce. There was a man in a previous life who made a legend. In this life I decided to recreate that flavor. Create your own brand of beef sauce. The next day I asked my mother to invite someone to help me super meat. That way I have more time to study his beef sauce. After a day of research, I brought them to enjoy the beef sauce I made, and especially bring bidding. It's delicious, really delicious this flavor. After eating, I want to eat again. This product. How long did you do that to preserve it? Natural, no preservatives. It can be stored for about half a year. So, if you do so much, you don't eat all day. How to cook chicken. Tell me I made a big pot too. I'm going to start a chili sauce factory from this product. Then you come to work for me. Eat comfortably how mom feels about the taste. Has an inexpressible special flavor. When dipping with cake, the taste is more special. It's like cake and it's meant to be eaten. Hear people say. Van Vu draws conclusions. This product may be launched. Then Van Vu brought the beef sauce to the national restaurant. Let the director taste it. Dear, this taste is delicious. Where did you get it? I made it myself. What do you mean? My friend wants to ask you for a favor. Apply for a factory opening license for this product. You've found the right person. I know an acquaintance, but they don't provide much at the moment. You can just try it. That's right. Easy to do. I didn't have to ask for your help anymore. Two people talk later. Money is also time to start selling. To the front door of the fertilizer plant. I can't believe there's a competitor selling barbecues. Give me 20 skewers. Continue from the previous episode. To take away my business. Before, I was looking for someone to steal my job. Unfortunately, it's a bad team. Boss, give me 20 real barbecue. All right, comrade, the price is the same. My barbecue is bigger than yours. Why do you want to compete with me? I'm looking for someone to steal my job. You need to know how to control fire. And how to marinate. If you want to taste good, you need a little technique. Not everyone can bake well. Van Vu did not notice the change of location to open the restaurant. The boss's skills are very good. Then come here every day. I'm going to advertise to a lot of people in the factory. It will be better than some people. Thank you. You are a man of honor. My barbecue is guaranteed to eat well without wasting advertising. Passers-by hear loud barbecue. Everybody's buying this barbecue. It's really big. I want you to. I want slowly you will have your share. Tongue most lake just barbecue and collect money. This feeling is better than being a hitchhiker. Many of the meat recipients couldn't resist immediately. What is this? How can I eat this, boss? How do you bake this? It's not ripe. I just finished eating 09. They also spit it out. Staring at the Kia. This useless guy can't do anything. I don't know about Zhang either. Everything outside is about to burn. Do what 09 is heard by everyone. 09 is demanding a refund. I haven't heard that person call him Mr. Can't stand it. Tell that person to leave and refund. Close the bar and leave. Van Vu grilled and laughed. Look at it happily. If the kitchen doesn't sell anymore, let me collect it. This boy goes somewhere else. If you don't sell, why are you so angry? Your family didn't teach you how to talk politely. The tiger was even more angry. Put your hand on the money. They see their teammates like pigs. Want to mess up under my eyes. Quickly call 2 guards to pull him out. After this scene, Van Vu ancient business is getting better and better. Early end of the evening. Money Van Vu 2, Khan and Son 3. To a fertilizer point in the west of the city to stop. The past few days have been a constant source of trouble. So the Van Money also started to counterattack. Always ask for supervision. Really found out there's a secret between the director and the point of sale Q program to take advantage of his position. To handle everything. Use of factory transport vehicles. To sneak uncollected fertilizer out. Selling at this point is a big deal. 2 people are committing crimes today who had watched Q see him meet a woman. They both laughed. Then nailed Q. Van Vu, you have to compensate me. Let me replenish with my health. What's the problem? I stood at the door and drowned that woman for half an hour. I guess who came? And then we're going to find that woman. Then they both laughed for a few minutes. God, this is so stimulating. Can you hear what they're saying? The details are not clear. You say, if this woman is not the one, it's someone that one of you. Front direction or nails breed. They knew this would happen. Brothers will cause friction, that's right. I will continue to monitor this woman. She knows about her past. No matter how committed you are to completing the task. How to defeat your father. Don't give them a chance to fight back. Is the director's code involved in this? The next day I asked these questions. When I met the king, after a few days close, I feel the king has an honest personality. Someone worth being close to. So he talked about the investigation. It's a national pest. I know that the family has no problems. I didn't expect to play so big. Do you have any plans for this? I'd like to hear your opinion. You finally have experience with fertilizer. The director is honest and trustworthy. He's also grateful to me, but he's a year away from retirement. This is happening right now, and it's really affecting him. I'll recommend someone for you. Former leader of the unit. I'm currently in charge of the city council's audit. I know such a great leader. That's easy to solve, but I have a request. Let's give the code manager a chance to handle itself. Two sides handle together. Who agreed to accept the idea? If the director's code chooses to be small, things can get you into trouble. The king is bridging. Did the board of directors do such a stupid thing? Call me today. There's definitely something going on. The leader really has a job, but it's not personal. It's about fertilizer plants. Then the preface BU talked about what you investigated. In recent days, fertilizer department director Turn your head seriously. I've met with the deputy director of this fertilizer plant twice. I can't believe they were so brave. These people see the fertilizer plant as their home. Vu, you did a good job. As soon as I found out, I went to the office. I must praise you, but do SAO encounter such a situation? Don't investigate yourself. You're not trained. If anything happens, I won't regret it. The leader is right because I didn't think about it. I didn't understand why. If you have any business later, come to me. It's too big. I have to go back and rearrange. Money Rhyme VU this afternoon. Take Sun Tang to the commune store to buy clothes. They just met Money. And take the money to buy wedding dresses. They are getting poorer and going to the store. What can you buy? Not afraid of losing face, Money says. I just reached into my pocket with 5 big bills. These shirts were taken over by 2 beggars. Your store on offer. It still has to be improved. Please come to buy clothes or not. Just don't buy it. They didn't notice that they chose 2 clothes. Pay the money, Mr. Vu, 1 is enough. No need to buy 2 more to change. Don't show. Then Van Vu bought 2 more shoes and paid 30 VND. Money doesn't give up in front of you. I also bought a pair. To the women's fashion district. Van Vu paid attention to a dress of this style. Not fashionable enough in my eyes, but this era is definitely super fashion. How much does this dress cost? Dress 30D. Give me a sexy one, give a girl a sexy one. When I saw Van Vu buying women's clothes, money is very surprising. She told the clerk. Let me get one too. Let me wear what I buy, right? The store is not your home, buy whatever you want. How much does this dress cost? 30 is too expensive. Dear, let's choose another one. I chose this dress. Pay quickly. Small talk with a few words. Then the angry man left. I don't have money to think I'm rich. Wasting my time. I went home and told him about this morning. That woman is my lover. Mr. Din Q. You two have a public sexual relationship. Finished listening. Van Vu spoke a few more sentences with 2 people smiling. Then Kier received an envelope. In a letter reminding you to meet your lover. After 12 o'clock at night, there will be unexpected surprises. When he finished reading the letter, he said angrily, all my money has gone to you. If you betray me, I'll kill you.